be coming out tomorrow, 10 a.m. London time. And for the rest of the world, which we have been trying to figure out when is the best time to kind of carry on with the new dates. I'm going to try and come to as many places as possible, as soon as possible. And of course, for those that have bought tickets, all the tickets still remain valid. I'll be adding more dates. I'll be, really coming all around the world. So don't be worried, because I'm only announcing the UK and Europe dates tomorrow. You will be getting a lot more soon. And I really can't wait to be able to travel again and come see you guys and perform. And wow, did not think. I really tried. I really tried. Yes, and that you will get your email from the ticket agency for those of you that have bought tickets. Yeah, and I mean, all I can really say is, for everyone to really stay safe, to encourage people to stay inside, to understand the leverage of this virus and this disease, and that, if we all were to stay inside, we would really be making a massive difference, and we can really, really stop this virus. And I feel like certain governments around the world, especially in the UK, aren't really making a massive difference and haven't put us on lockdown, but I really can't stress enough how important it is for us to stay inside. I've been seeing lots of things online about how productive people are being or how unproductive people are being. I think be as productive as you fucking want to be. Don't let anybody make you feel bad, because at the end of the day, we're all staying inside and we're doing, the most we can to heal each other. And I think that's the most important, most beautiful thing. And that's really what, what we should really be focusing on. And take your vitamins, drink your green juice. I guess I wrote down a few things. I'm sure you guys are all over it. For those of you that are staying home, again, tell your friends to stay home too, please. Because I've been so bored, all I've been doing is really eating and cooking and just doing that non-stop. But I said this morning I was going to wake up, so I FaceTimed my friend Pixie. We did a workout on FaceTime. They're pretty fun when you do them like that. There's an app called Zoom, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with, where you can throw your own house parties and have dinner dates, read and write and watch telly and get experimental with food ideas. Me and Anwar have been trying to make fruit jerky for 2 nights now, which has been turning out pretty good. I guess that's another good thing for when your bananas start to go a little brown on the outside. That's the perfect time to start making fruit jerky. Paint, make playlists, play games, do whatever you can, just, take this time to really reflect and call your friends and, just send out lots of love. We're all in this together, and I think, whenever you have anxiety or you're going through a kind of difficult time trying to come to, understanding what's going on, I don't think any of us really have an answer. But it gives me some kind of peace almost to know that we're all in this together, and that we have each other to lean on for support. And I think that's the most important. So yeah, so I will be doing also a YouTube live stream this week where I'll go through all the album tracks, track by track, with you guys to kind of talk about all the songs, which I'm really excited about. And what else am I doing? Oh, I'm going to do a live stream with Miley on Wednesday, I believe, for her Bright Minded chat that she does. I think I'm also going to do Insta live thing with my friend Sarah Hudson, who I also write a lot with, and she's like my fairy godmother. So maybe we'll do like a tarot reading together for the world and talk about the songs that we wrote together, because we wrote Physical together and we wrote Levitating alongside with Coffee. And you know, I really did get to make this record with a lot of my friends, and for that I'm just so grateful, because the memories I get from it have been really, really special. So yes, all right, now as promised, I'm going to do a Q&A, and let's see what questions, if I can figure this out. Is that, oh no, maybe that's the questions button. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay. So this one, which one of the tracks on the album was made and recorded first? I want to say Levitating is the first record that I made with Cos, Sarah and Coffee in London. That was kind of the first song that really helped shape the album, because I felt like it really captured both future and nostalgia together. And it was just an absolute blast to make. And you know, Future Nostalgia has so many influences from my childhood, and a lot of those influences are really thanks to my parents and the music that they listened to growing up. Because so many times when I do interviews, they're like, how have you been inspired by 80s music, and how is a certain, you know, how do you have these kind of references? And I think I've kind of claim them as my own childhood influences, as, you know, music that my parents loved, and that was like, you know, or still love, you know, Jamiroquai and Moloko and Blondie and Prince and all this kind of stuff. That's just been such fun references when making this album. So yeah, Levitating was kind of the first one that helped me figure out, you know, what the album was going to sound like. Let's see. What song do I think is going to be your favorite? I really don't know. I mean, they're all just kind of fun, dancey songs, quite relentless in that way. So I think that there's a song on there for everyone. Some of my, you know, I'm really excited about Break My Heart. I'm really excited about Levitating. I'm really excited about Love Again. I'm really excited about Hallucinate. I'm really just excited about all the songs. I'm probably the worst person to ask, but I'm excited to see when Friday comes, to see which ones are your favorite songs. So I'm super excited about that. How much time did I spend writing this album? I spent about, 2 years, but I was still on tour, wrapping up my last tour. And I guess I kind of hadn't quite figured out exactly where I wanted to go with the next record. But once I kind of worked backwards, because I knew what my album title was going to be, and then worked from that. And that was kind of like the genre that I basically wanted to, you know, I wanted every song to kind of represent that. So I think solidly for 9 months after I'd figured out what my album title was going to be. I'm gonna like scroll somewhere to the bottom so I get a little mixture of stuff. I feel like I'm answering a lot of these questions just when like kind of talking about the album. Which track was my favourite to record and make? I really loved making Love Again. It's probably the most kind of dramatic with the strings in it, and I don't know, the story behind it. It's just, I don't know, it's fun and it's honest, and it was kind of a manifestation. Yeah. How many languages do I speak? I speak 2 fluently. I speak English and I speak Albanian. I always spoke, like, Albanian was like my first language. My parents always spoke it at home, so I really kind of learned English in school, being born and raised in London, and I can speak a little bit of Dutch because I have lots of Dutch family, but I can say very random words, so I can't really say I speak it. That's really not the right way. What else? You know, my grandmother on my mum's side, she's Bosnian, so my mum is half Bosnian, so I can understand her. But, yeah. So 2. Just went all the way around. Alright, let's see. There are some questions obviously in different languages, and I really apologize for not being able to answer those. Morning. Someone just wrote fake nails ? These are mine, but they've grown a lot. And I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do while I'm in quarantine and how I need to get rid of my gels, because I haven't done that before. And so I got to figure that one out. So yes. How did I first hear about Hwasa? I knew about Mamamoo before I did the Mama Awards in Japan. My God, now it all jumbles up, but I believe it was like earlier this year. And when I heard that we're going to get to perform together, it was just really exciting. You know, it was, again, something new. I always love trying out different things and collaborating with artists that people wouldn't expect me to. And when me and Hwasa got to rehearse together for the awards, she was just so sweet and so fun and so charismatic, and just completely, you know, took the song and made it her own. And she went up and she performed New Rules just before I got up and did Don't Start Now. And after the performance, we just kind of hung out for a bit, and she was just super sweet. And we just, you know, I guess we just wanted to put something out together at some point, because our energies were just really good together. And so it just kind of felt like a no-brainer when I was thinking of, like, because with this album, all I've wanted to do is really kind of create different dimensions with all the different songs, and create new worlds, obviously, because of the current situation with the virus, I obviously haven't been able to go out and do promo and do TV performances. So I'm going to have to try and get really inventive with different ways to make all the songs feel really, special. And, when it comes out, so we create like a world around it. But I'm thinking of ideas, and I'll go back to you with all of that. Let's see. I quite literally like all kinds of music. There's no like one genre that I kind of stick to. I just like to play all different stuff. My parents loved British rock when I was growing up, so I listened to a lot of that, and I still do, and I find that really nostalgic because it reminds me of like going on a trip with my family, or and that's from Snow Patrol, which my dad reminded me of the song Run last night, and I was listening to it, and it just it's sometimes music is so special and really just kind of takes your mind away from everything. And I think all of that is super important. I obviously love all like the UK music, and all my favorite like female pop artists that I grew up listening to, that I'm sure you guys have heard me repeat over and over, because I feel like I sound like a broken record when I talk about Pink and Nelly Furtado and Gwen Stefani and all the queens who I love so much, who have inspired me so much, in not just my music, but really just as the kind of artists that they are and what they stood for. And I don't know. I think listening to those strong women has really inspired me to be outspoken and talk about things that I'm really passionate about. Dua Lipa posting said, "What's your favourite bad word?" And it has to be fuck, because I say it a lot. But that was just like random little bits. Let's see. My height, I am 5'8", I think. Everybody asking when I'm going to come to Brazil and Japan, and I'm going to come to all these places whenever I can, as soon as I can. I'm really, really trying to get out as soon as possible. What's my favourite food? I try and stay healthy for the most of it. Big fan of fish and chips. It's very British cliche, I suppose. I also really like Caribbean food, and I really like Indian food, and sushi too. Japanese. Someone goes, "I love your hair, but I still don't get how they're connected to this new era." Honestly, I like in New Rules, when I kind of put the flamingos in the video, when I was working on figuring out the concept with Henry, who also directed Break My Heart video, I was just like, I just see flamingos and I really want them. And then I kind of went in and Googled and tried to figure out how I can make flamingos make sense. And the way that they made sense, for example, for the New Rules video is because they travel in flocks and people stick together. And I felt like flamingos stick together, and I was like, it's perfect. And actually, when I did my hair, I was on a photo shoot, and the photographer, Jürgen Teller, was basically like, he's like, just put this blonde wig on top of your hair. Like, don't even try and hide your hair underneath. Just make it look really messy. And I was like, okay, fine. I put it on, and I had like all these like dark hair strands coming out from underneath. And I was like, oh, I kind of like it. And I was like, fuck it. This is what I'm going to do with my hair. And then I guess I kind of kept the nostalgia underneath and the future on top. See, I like to make things make sense. So sometimes it's by force. Oh. I feel like there needs to be like an easier way to do this, so I'm not just kind of staring at the screen while I'm trying to find questions that I feel like you guys would want to know about, I suppose. What am I watching on Netflix currently? Not that, I don't know. I feel like I really need a lot of like movie recommendations and series recommendations because I'm struggling a little bit. But this isn't on Netflix, it was like a HBO one, but Anwar and I just finished watching The Outsider. I love crime dramas, so that, and now we've just started watching Ozark on Netflix because I heard that season 3 is coming out in like 3 days or something, so we're going to play catch up so we can start watching season 3 as it comes out. Someone asked, do I like watching anime? I only just got into it recently because my boyfriend Anwar is into it. So I just watched Spirited Away, and I know I'm sure lots of anime fans are ashamed at me for only just watching that now. But I love that one, and we've been watching Hunter x Hunter 2 and The 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know. It's cute. I love like all the messages behind it. Do you have any pets? I don't have, well, I got Anwar 2 baby goats for Christmas. Called Funky and Bam Bam, so I guess there are little pets, but they're in New York, and unfortunately we couldn't get back there to be with them because of the travel ban, but hopefully we'll get to go back very soon and see them. I think people are still just asking whether the tour is cancelled or whether the shows are cancelled. So for those that have only just joined in now to the live stream, nothing's been cancelled. The shows obviously have had to be postponed for the health and safety of everyone. New dates for UK and Europe will be coming out tomorrow, 10 a.m. London time. And then I'll be announcing more dates for all over the world very soon, the second I lock everything in, because obviously I've had to move things. So they will be coming in shortly too. Again, when am I going to release my next song? That's coming on Wednesday with a video, which I'm really excited about. How do you pronounce your name? Dua Lipa is, I guess, the right way. But I think people have been making it up ever since, and that's fine. Do whatever you want. It's not really that hard, but it's yeah. Okay. What? If I wasn't doing music, or there we go. If I wasn't doing music, or if I wasn't singing, I actually have no idea what I'd be doing, really. Probably still trying. I never really wanted to give myself a plan B. Like, I never really wanted to, give myself that I don't know, I felt like if I ever gave myself a plan B, then I would never really work as hard as I did to kind of try and get to where I am, because then I'd always feel like I had something to fall back on. And I really kind of stick by that, and I really stand by it, that I feel like if you have something that you really love and something that you're really passionate about and something that you really want to do, you should really put all your focus into that. And yeah, I think, it kind of being out of your comfort zone is really important, because you really do, I don't know, you kind of give yourself no way out, so you end up kind of getting there in some way, shape or form. My favourite colour, although I don't wear it as much as I like, I think it's pink. Always love pink. Are you a feminist? Yes, I am. I also stand by the thing of, like, if you're not a feminist, you're a sexist. And, my beliefs in feminism are just wanting equality for all women. And, this isn't man-hating at all. I want equal opportunities for everyone. I think people need to kind of get away from the stigma of, like, the word feminist. I feel like people have really shied away from it for so long. And, it's really about supporting each other, trying to make a change, talking about certain things, not, I feel like we really, as women, we've, like, altered ourselves a lot in order to fit, like, somebody else's lifestyle almost. We've changed our ways and what we wear and how we act and what we do and how we speak and, how we think we should look or whatever, for so much, because the media has painted it as that. It's taught us to compete with each other, and it's not really things that we should be. It's never something that we should have been focusing on. I think that's always really important to remember. Just support each other and remember that there's room for everyone. And especially in times like this, look after the girls in your life. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to bounce and probably go and cook something. I started singing at, like, the age of 4, 5, I want to say. I was always singing around the house. But like, I made up my first song when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and it was for my mum. And it was basically me making up this song that was, when I grow up, can I borrow your shoes? When I grow up, can I borrow your dress? When I grow up, can I be as pretty as you? And now it's kind of become a little family joke, which we still remind each other about a lot. But it's yeah, those are like little funny childhood memories that how many tattoos do I have? I think I have about 14, but they're all little ones. I feel like the most of them are on my hands. But yeah, they're all small. I don't know if I'll probably get a few more, but I need to see. Do I believe in zodiac signs? Love astrology. I don't know what it is about it. I think, I think it is, kind of crazy when you see your, now watch when I fuck this up. You're like, your sun, your rising, and your moon sign as well, and why when all of those together really make you you. And I really feel like when I read those things about myself, they really ring true. I have like a Libra rising and a Cancer moon. And I'm a Leo, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But it's fun. Lots of fun things happen here. And yeah. I'll answer one more and then let's go. When's the next TikTok? We'll see. We'll see how close I am to losing it here in quarantine, which may result in a TikTok. But there's no way in hell I can persuade Anwar to join me. I've been like, do you want to do a TikTok? He's like, absolutely not. But maybe. Maybe you'll get a TikTok soon. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry for the waterworks. I really tried not to. I've just been quite anxious and emotional, and just kind of during this whole period. But yeah, thanks so much for sticking with me and listening. And yeah, album comes out on Friday. Break My Heart comes out on Wednesday. I'll be putting more details out on my feed, my YouTube, like live stream, track by track thing is going to come out I'm going to do one this week too, but I'm going to give you the times and everything tomorrow probably. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Bye.